Hey friends, time for another recipe video. Today we're making some marinated tomatoes and mushrooms along with a beautiful green cucumber tomato salad. Let's start with the dressing. We'll need 4 dates and a clove of garlic, the juice of 1 lemon, and I'm going to use a tablespoon of chia and a teaspoon of thyme. For the seasoning, I will use a cup of water to blend this up in the Vitamix. I'm splitting this one into 2 bowls, and this is only if you are going to do the marinating vegetables. This will be the marinating bowl, and this is the bowl we're using for our salad dressing. I'm going to chop up some dill. Fresh dill is always best, but you can use dried if you want. I'm going to add some to my salad dressing bowl, and I'm going to put a little bit aside because I'm going to use that as a garnish after. Then I will chop up some green onions, and you can chop up as many as you like. I like a lot, so I use 3 stalks, but you could use 2 or 1. I'm going to add a little bit to each of my bowls and then put the rest aside again for garnish. Mix that up a little bit to let it sit while we do our vegetables. I'm going to add some coconut aminos to this. You don't have to do this at all. I just find that it adds a little extra flavor, but you don't need to do that. Let's stir that up a little bit and chop our mushrooms. Chop as many mushrooms as you want that will fit in the marinade, and add them to the marinade and just stir them up and let them soak for a little bit. You can let them marinate for time. If you have time, you could probably let them marinate for about 45 minutes. But again, only if you have time. I don't, so I'm just going to put them in the dehydrator as is. And just keep chopping up your mushrooms as you go, and just fill your bowl to as much as you want to have, or as much will fit in your dehydrator. So I put in about 5 full mushrooms. That should cover 1 tray, and when you're ready, you can put them single on your tray so they dehydrate more evenly. And just be careful, if you have one with holes, you can get quite messy. So just use a paper towel underneath or clean it up after. I'm going to try and save a lot of my sauce because I'm going to be doing a tray of tomatoes as well. I'm going to put these in the dehydrator and let them go while we do the tomatoes. So once we've been all clean, I have this bowl of red pepper flakes and dried oregano, which I'm going to put on top of my vegetables. And I am using onions, but please, if you have a very sensitive stomach, do not use the onions. They're quite strong in your tummy, so just do very little or none if you have a sensitive stomach. Now let's chop up our tomatoes. I'm going to put them in slices and add them to the rest of our dressing. I'm going to do 2 full tomatoes, I think. But again, you can do as many as you want. You can make extra dressing if you want to do a whole bunch of them. I'm going to do 2. Once those are chopped and ready, we can fill our dehydrator tray. Put those on one at a time. I'm going to put the rest in there so that there just wasn't enough room. Now once you've filled your tray, you can use the rest of the dressing to just fill your tomatoes. Maybe some haven't had enough. But now I'm going to add the red pepper flakes and some dried oregano onto my tomatoes before they go in the dehydrator. I'm also going to put some on my mushrooms as well. So I'm going to head over there. Now for the salad part. Let's do a little bit of plating. This is only if you're going to do a fancy dinner. Again, I'm making a salad with the rest of this, so I don't mind, but here we go. Just do a quick one. And this is a head of lettuce that is called living lettuce, and they put it in the markets with the roots attached, which I find quite lovely. They're a little more expensive, but I love the flavor of these ones. I'm just going to chop off the roots, and I'm going to find myself some really pretty pieces that I can use to put on the bottom of my plate. The rest I'm going to put in my giant salad that I'm going to have after I finish this video. Again, I'm using a whole head of lettuce because this will be my lunch, and I will probably also eat what's on the plate. Now I'm going to do the cucumbers, and we'll slice that and we'll just put it in a really pretty little ring. And the rest, of course, will be going into my salad. Now onto the tomatoes. I'm going to use the inside pieces because they're a little bit easier to cut. The ends I'm just going to put in my salad. And I will chop these into 6 pieces. And I don't want the end pieces either. And that will be going into the center of my cucumber ring. Finish chopping up all of your tomatoes into my salad. And now we are ready. It's been about an hour and a half that they've been in the dehydrator, so now we're going to just plate them and get ready for a delicious lunch or dinner. So we're going to plate these. However you want. And it's time for the mushrooms. I'll probably just eat the rest of these. I just wanted to show you what you can do with some pretty plating techniques. And onto the dressing, we'll just add a little bit onto our salad. And the rest, of course, on my big salad for my other meal. And let's add our garnish. So we're going to add a little bit of dill to the top of this. And some green onions. Again, you can add any garnish you like. You could put cilantro or parsley. And now I'm going to finish it up with a little bit of red pepper flakes and some oregano. You could also use thyme or any other spice that you really like. Just to make it extra pretty. And if there's any water that comes off of the tomatoes or cucumber, you can just soak it up with a little piece of paper towel. And here we go. This is our plated dinner. Excited to have this because it smells delicious. So as you can see, here are our marinated vegetables, mushrooms and tomatoes. And here is our delicious looking cucumber lemon dill side salad. Doing a really fancy plated dinner makes your food kind of taste a little bit better. It's better than just throwing everything into a bowl, although I do eat a lot of my salads like that. It is nice every once in a while to have a really pretty plated dinner or lunch. If you guys liked my recipe video, please subscribe to my channel and click the thumbs up if you like these styles of videos. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and 2Grand, all at Raw Food Romance. Now I'm going to go enjoy my giant salad, and I'm going to have this plated dinner as well. So until the next video, guys, fruit on!